Welcome to SENS Talk. My name is Brandon. I am your host. Let's get started. The Ottawa Senators played against the Nashville Predators in Nashville. This game was a crazy game, and I'll give you one heads up. This was the highest scoring game in the NHL this season by far, and it might be the highest scoring game in the NHL the whole season. I almost can assure you that. To get things started, Erik Karlsson drags two men with him on the power play. They give Bobby Ryan open ice, passes to Bobby Ryan. He shoots it, deflected by Milan Michalek and in. Give the Senators the early 1-0 lead. Zach Smith, Cowan slap shot deflects off Zach Smith and in, and it's a 2-0 Sens lead. Things looking good for the Senators very early. Sissons, the Nashville Predators player, tips it just through the wickets of Anderson and in. They make it a 1-goal game. And then Zach Smith, shorthanded breakaway goal on Pekka Rinne goes in. A 3-1 Senators lead after the first period, and things looking very good for the Senators. Zach Smith with 2 goals in 1 period. What's wrong with that? So a power play goal for Shea Weber is 150th career NHL goal and 400th career NHL point. So congrats to Shea Weber. It's a 3-2 game. Roman Josi ties the game up at 3. And then Austin Watson makes it a 4-3 game. And just like that, the Predators come back to take the game at 4-3 lead. And the Senators take a timeout, 3 goals in 3 minutes. And it's a total collapse, another mid-game collapse by the Senators. I saw it coming. It was ridiculous. 41 seconds later, though, the Roman Josi goal was a beauty. Erik Karlsson was skating. Both legs were going towards the boards, and he went around Erik Karlsson, went around, and then shot it in. And then put it to make it a 3-3 game, and then they scored to make it 4-3. And then Karlsson, 41 seconds after the 4-3 goal, tied it at 4. And then with a minute to go, a power play goal by Kurt Cesar put the Sens at 5-4, and the Sens have to lead again. So it looks like with stronger goaltending, supposedly by Craig Anderson in the third period, they should be able to take the 2 points. That's not how it goes. Mattias Ekholm, right away, 3 minutes into the third period, gets the goal. It's a tie game. And then Barrett Jackman and Gabriel Bork to seal the deal. 7-5 Nashville Predators, and the Senators just can't get anything going with an empty net, and the Predators take a crazy game. A 7-5 win for the Predators. A horrible game by the Senators, no matter what. Yes, they scored 5 goals at Pekka Rinne. They also allowed 7 goals against the Nashville Predators. The Nashville Predators are more of a defensive team. So 5 goals is an accomplishment, we can say. There's no accomplishment from this game. This game was a total collapse. It was horrible. It was really just ridiculous. When you have a 3-1 lead going after the first period, and then you have a 5-4 lead after the second period, and then you allow 3 goals in the third period, you gotta do something. I do not know why they keep on benching Chris Weidman. Chris Weidman is our best defensive prospect. For sure. That's ready for the NHL for sure. And I don't know why he's not playing. Why is Borowiecki playing? I don't know. He's not good defensively. He blocks shots and gets hits. Chris Weidman does that and scores, leads rushes, and will help Cowan offensively. So I don't know what they're thinking of putting Borowiecki on, but they got to fix the defense right away, or this is going to be a horrible season with full collapses, and this is they need to rebound very, very well this game. With this game, they have to rebound very well, because the next game is in 2 days on Thursday, November 12th, 2015, a day before my birthday. My birthday's on the 13th, at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on RDS and TSN 5. Against the Canucks, they're 7-4-5, and the Sens are 7-4-3, so evenly matched up, I guess. But the 3 games in a row, the Senators have given up leads mid-game to late game. That's embarrassing for the Senators. They need to get their crap together, or this is going to be another horrible season, and we need to be consistent. And if we're not consistent, you can't make the playoffs that way. Even how easy our division is right now, there's only 3 teams that will most likely make the playoffs in our division from a division spot. So the Senators need to pick up their defense. They need to stop slacking around, and I don't know what's wrong with the team. They keep on collapsing after being up by 2 goals or 3 goals, and somehow they find a way to lose. They didn't even get a single point, not even a 1 point. It's not even an overtime loss. They lost in regulation after having a 3-1 lead after the first and second period with a 5-4 lead after the second. So how do you lose a game when you're up 3-1 or 5-4 after 2 periods? I don't know. Even after a horrible collapse in the second period, you still have the lead. I don't know what happened or what was said in that locker room. Dave Cameron has to address his team properly. His team has to rebound properly, or else the season will go down the drain early in the season, and you do not want that like the Columbus Blue Jackets. Donate to get a poppy. Tomorrow is Remembrance Day. Tomorrow you should remember all the fallen soldiers, not only for World War I or II, from every other war our Canadian soldiers have served in. Tomorrow just reflect on what they've done for you, even if you do not know them. So the Sens lose 7-5. Remember to donate to get a poppy. Tomorrow is Remembrance Day. So next game on Thursday. Follow us on Twitter at SensTalk1992 for live tweeting updates of the Sounders game, breaking news, and any other news, sometimes NHL news or any other sports news. 98% of the time, Sens news. So if you're a Sens fan, go follow us there. Like us on Facebook at SensTalk. Add us to your circles of Google Plus at SensTalk. Click the big red button to subscribe to us. Like this video. Share this video wherever you share cool stuff. I'll see you in the next video. Sens collapse 7-5. In the comments below, please tell me how the Sounders can fix their collapse lately. I'll see you in the next video. Go Sens, go.